Previously, we examined some events that happened before the Battle of Badr and how these events led to the Battle of Badr. We examined, for instance, how the Muslims would monitor the activities of Quraysh. They would send caravans from Mecca north to Palestine, to the Syrian region, to do business. And the Muslims were monitoring that and putting pressure on Quraysh that if you continue your aggression, you continue the persecution of Muslims, we will take action. And there were a number of expeditions authorized by the Prophet ﷺ to go to those caravans and stop their way, and to even eventually reclaim some of the money that was confiscated from them. Now, in the middle of the month of Jamadi al-Ula, which is one of the months in the Islamic calendar, it's the 5th month of the Islamic calendar, the Prophet ﷺ left the city of Medina, and he was present in that expedition. Now remember, if the Prophet, he himself is present in an expedition, what do we call that in Arabic? Ghazwa. And if he's not present, he stays in Medina, what do we call it? Sariyya. So this is called a ghazwa because the Prophet ﷺ, he himself was present. Now he gave the banner in this expedition to his uncle Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, and he kept in Medina as his representative a man by the name of Abu Salama ibn Abdul Asad. The Prophet told him, stay in Medina to be my representative. Notice that the Prophet, whenever he would leave, even if it's a few days, he would keep someone in Medina to represent him. That in itself tells you a lot about the future and the whole discussion on whether the Prophet left this world without a representative or not. The Prophet would leave a few days, he'd appoint a person to be his representative. Is it possible that before he passes away, he's not going to appoint who would represent him? So Abu Salama ibn Abdul Asad would represent the Prophet in Medina. Now the Prophet leaves with about 150 of his companions. They had 30 camels with them in this expedition. They go to a place called Dhat al-Ashira. And the reason why the Prophet goes there is because the caravan of Abu Sufyan was passing. Abu Sufyan, one of the leaders of Quraysh, he was in a caravan carrying the wealth of Quraysh because they would do business, trading and bartering. So he was the one leading that caravan. So the Muslims went to intercept that caravan to apply pressure on Quraysh. So they reach a place called Dhat al-Ashira. Ammar ibn Yasir narrates some interesting incidents that happened in Dhat al-Ashira. He says when the Prophet ﷺ settled and camped in that area, he says, I went with Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam to work with Bani Midlij who were working in the area. They had farmlands and there was a well or a spring of water. He says, we went there to do some work. We got tired, so we slept by the well. Then we realized the Prophet ﷺ was there to wake us up. He came to me and Ali ibn Abi Talib and he asked us to wake up. But this is how the Prophet ﷺ addressed Imam Ali alayhi salam. He says Ali ibn Abi Talib was sleeping on the bare ground and his cheek was on the dust. So when the Prophet ﷺ asked him to get up and he woke him up, he told him, Qum ya Abu Turab. O father of dust, get up. The Prophet gives him this honorary title. Then the Prophet ﷺ tells Imam Ali alayhi salam, should I tell you about the most wretched, miserable people? He said yes. He said the first one from the previous civilizations is the one who killed the camel of Salih. In the story of that camel with Thamud. He is a wretched person because Allah miraculously created the she camel from the mountain. and he went and he violated the law of God and he killed the camel. And the most wretched one from this ummah is the one, O Ali, who shall strike you and kill you. And the Prophet touches the head of Imam Ali and the beard of Imam Ali, and he tells him he will stain your beard with blood. Now the Prophet ﷺ calls him Abu Turab. This is a very important hadith, because you find that the Umayyads, the Umayyad dynasty who came after Imam Ali alayhi salam, they would constantly cite this hadith to attack Imam Ali. They're like, yeah, see, the Prophet called him Abu Turab, the father of dust. Dust has no value, and he's the father of dust. In other words, the Prophet was humiliating Imam Ali. This was their argument in order to defame Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. And then you get other fabrications in history. See, this is the story that I mentioned, which is in our seerah books, Sunni and Shia. This is where the Prophet called Imam Ali alayhi salam the father of dust. And Imam Ali actually would say, this is the most honorable title the Prophet gave me. I love this title of Abu Turab. So you see fabrications surfacing after the Prophet. I'll share with you a couple. Seerah Halabiyah, one of the works on the seerah of the Prophet, states, whenever Imam Ali alayhi salam would get upset with Lady Fatima alayhi salam, he would go and put his head in dust because he was so upset with her. So the Prophet would see him doing that. The Prophet would tell him, get up, O father of dust. Qum ya Abu Turab, because he had a fight with Lady Fatima. Ibn Hisham and Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya, they narrate the following. Once Imam Ali and Lady Fatima got into an argument, they were upset at each other. Imam Ali went to the masjid and he slept in the masjid. He didn't sleep in his house that night. The Prophet realized that there's a problem between Imam Ali and Lady Fatima. So he found Imam Ali resting on the dust on the ground. He told him, get up, O father of dust. We see these fabrications to defame Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Imam Ali, he himself testifies. There is a book called Al-Manaqib by the scholar Al-Khawarizmi. He quotes Imam Ali alayhi salam stating, فَوَاللَّهِ مَا أَغْضَبْتُهَا وَلَا أَكْرَهْتُهَا عَلَىٰ أَمْرٍ وَلَا أَغْضَبَتْنِي وَلَا عَصَتْنِي أَمْرًا. Imam Ali says, I swear by Allah, never ever did I anger Fatima, and never ever did she anger me. Whose words should I take? Imam Ali or these fabrications that came afterwards? Imam Ali alayhi salam never had a dispute with Lady Fatima alayhi salam. In fact, Lady Fatima alayhi salam, in her final words to Imam Ali when she was giving him the final will, she states, Ama ma ahidtani kadhiba. Never did you see me lying in my life. Wala kha'ina. Never did I betray you. Wala khalaftuka mundhu ashartani. And you know, O Ali, never did I disobey you even once since we started living with one another. So Imam Ali is testifying they never had an argument, they never angered one another, and Lady Fatima is testifying. How can we accept such fabrications? These fabrications were made by the Umayyads for political reasons. You know why they insisted that Imam Ali angered Lady Fatima? Number one, they wanted to justify how the wives of the Prophet would anger him. Because even in Sunni works of history, some of the wives of the Prophet would anger the Prophet. Now we Shia say, look, if they're angering the Prophet, how can they be our role models and leaders? Why should I take my religion from someone who's angering the Prophet? They're like, oh yeah, you follow Imam Ali, well Lady Fatima would anger him too. So it's not a big deal if the wives of the Prophet angered him like Aisha and Hafsa, and the Quran condemns them in Surah Al-Tahrim. Fatima did the same thing. So we have similar belief systems. See, it was politically motivated to justify for the wives of the Prophet. Number two, and this is the fundamental point, Bukhari narrates that the Prophet says Allah is pleased with the pleasure of Fatima and angered for the anger of Lady Fatima. We use this hadith against who? The first two. Umar and Abu Bakr. Because we say Lady Fatima died and she was excessively angry at them. Bukhari narrates, ماتت فاطمة وهي واجدة على أبي بكر وعمر. Fatima died and she was angry at Umar and Abu Bakr. And we say, well, if Fatima is angered, from two people, from anyone, then the Prophet is angered. If the Prophet is angered, Allah is angered. Now, if Allah is angered with someone, imagine their fate. In order to kind of undermine this whole idea here, they're like, you know what? Imam Ali also angered Lady Fatima. Are you going to condemn him too? Why are you condemning the first two caliphs and not Imam Ali, when Imam Ali also would get into fights with Fatima? See, in order to disqualify this approach that we have, they accused Imam Ali of angering her. It was politically motivated. Otherwise, there is not a single Sahih hadith that Imam Ali and Lady Fatima ever had a fight with each other. Never. And the real incident of the Prophet calling Imam Ali the father of dust was the expedition of Dhat al-Ashira before the Battle of Badr. In that expedition, the Prophet ﷺ told him the father of Turab. Now, Ibn Abbas sheds light on what the father of dust means. Ibn Abbas, in one hadith, he narrates when someone by the name of Abaya ibn Rib'i asked him, Ibn Abbas, what does Abu Turab mean? Why was Imam Ali called Abu Turab? Why did the Prophet call him that? Basically, Ibn Abbas narrates the following. He says, لِأَنَّهُ صَاحِبُ الْأَرْضِ, because Imam Ali is the owner of the earth, the master of the earth. وَحُجَّةُ اللَّهِ عَلَىٰ أَهْلِهَا بَعْدَ, he's the proof of God on the earth. So he has the greatest right to the earth. And then he mentions a hadith from the Prophet. It's a very interesting hadith. He says, I heard from the Prophet ﷺ states, إِذَا كَانَ يَوْمُ الْقِيَامَةِ, when the day of judgment comes, and the disbeliever sees what Allah has prepared for the Shia, meaning those who truly followed Imam Ali alayhi salam, he basically takes the dust and he says, يَا لَيْتَنِي كُنْتُ تُرَابًا, I wish I was dust. Why? Because Ali is the father of dust. Ali is the leader, the follower, and it's as if the Shia are the dust that belongs to this father. So the kafir would say, I wish I was dust to be saved like the Shia would be saved. Ibn Abbas says, I heard this from the Prophet ﷺ. Yes.
Is this the tafsir of the last verse of Surah Al-Naba?
Yeah, this is in Surah Al-Naba. This is the ta'wil. It's another dimension of the tafsir. The tafsir, the apparent meaning, when the unbeliever sees the punishment coming towards him, he's like, I wish I was dust and non-existent so that I would not have to go through this punishment. But a deeper layer, as Ibn Abbas narrates, is that he says, I wish I was dust, because Imam Ali is the father of dust. I wish I was a follower of Ali ibn Abi Talib. So today he could be symbolically my father. By the way, let me share with you these lines of poetry. Abd al-Baqi al-Umari was a famous Arab poet, and he is from the progeny of Umar ibn al-Khattab. That's why he's called Umari. He has beautiful lines of poetry in Arabic in which he talks about the title Abu Turab. I'd like to share it with you. He's now describing the qualities of Imam Ali. صِهْرُهُ وَابْنُ عَمِّهِ وَأَخُوهُ, he's the son-in-law of the Prophet, the cousin and the brother. يَا أَبَا الْأَوْصِيَاء أَنْتَ لِطَاهَا, يَا أَبَا الْأَوْصِيَاء أَنْتَ لِطَاهَا صِهْرُهُ وَابْنُ عَمِّهِ وَأَخُوهُ. He's saying you have these positions when it comes to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. إِنَّ لِلَّهِ فِي مَعَانِيكَ سِرًّا أَكْثَرُ الْعَالَمِينَ مَا عَلِمُوهُ. There are so many secrets embedded in you, but most people do not know these secrets. أنت ثاني الآباء في منتهى الدور وآباؤه تعد بنوه. You are the second father. When we talk about ancestry and lineage, you are actually the second father. خلق الله آدما من تراب وهو ابن له وأنت أبوه. He says Allah has created Adam from dust, so Adam is the son of the dust and you are his father. Because the Prophet called you the father of dust. This is a Sunni man from the line of Umar ibn al-Khattab praising Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib in such a beautiful way. And finally, another reason why Imam Ali was called the father of dust, because of his excessive sujood and worship on the dust. When he would do sujood to Allah, the Imam did not pray on a fancy carpet. The Imam alayhi salam would put his forehead on the dust on the ground. And because of that, he was called Abu Turab. Did you have something to say? Yes.
So if this happened, the actual hadith where Rasulullah gave him the laqab before the Battle of Badr, and that means that this happened even before his marriage to Lady Fatima, right?
Yes, this incident that happened before the Battle of Badr was before Imam Ali was married to Lady Fatima. So the Prophet gave him that title even before they were married, which is even proof that this has nothing to do with the marital disputes. Absolutely.
We also have, this might be a stretch, but do we have proof of anybody referring to him by that title before marriage?
No, you mean before the marriage? Well, Ammar ibn Yasir, he's narrating that. He says, before the Battle of Badr, when the Prophet gave him that title, Imam Ali was known by that title. Ammar ibn Yasir is actually witnessing. The Umayyads came later and they wanted to defame Imam Ali, so they twisted the meaning of Abu Turab into a negative meaning.